Yes, just say like a graphical installer we have used actually from EDB Postgres to install PostgreSQL. And in the summary, we have seen that it has installed the database components like database engine. Uh, second, what is yeah. So yeah, installation directory. This is the default path. Yeah, it was picked up. Then the server location, the data directory, default port, default user. Okay, let me go to this path. It's C program files. Yeah, PostgreSQL, Postgres. Okay, version number. Here, see all the files are there. Basically, like a bin folder is there, binaries folder actually. Basically, this completely it is our instance binaries folder, like Arkel base directory here. In MS SQL also we have bin and install folders. So here like we have data folder is there where the database files are there here. So database files are there in the data folder, as well as we have like some configuration files are available here. Okay. So we have separate configuration file is there. So yeah, so like after installing Postgres, so we need to configure here. Mainly we have this, we'll see in detail. PG underscore HBA is there, one configuration file, and postgres.conf. This is the main configuration file where we can configure all the parameters. Okay, like access, everything, port, everything we can define here. Okay, so whereas like PG underscore HPA is there, one more configuration file. So here we can configure the access related events like a firewall. Like firewall means from where the access should be allowed. Those things we can configure here. Okay, we'll see that one configuration files are important for us, and all the like. Yeah, here we have some tables are there like one more like important. We'll see this folder again in detail in Linux. Log folder is there. Here the this is the error log. Like in Oracle, sorry, SQL error log. In Oracle we have alert log, right? So same thing here we have log is created every time whenever we uh, yeah, restart PostgreSQL. This is here yesterday, I think we have installed at 5:35, 53 something at the end. Installation was completed. So we can open the log here, which writes what like step-by-step information. It was shut down here, it is saying like, yeah. So the steps are recorded here, like same thing, similar to our error log, and we can filter this log. That filter we'll see that here directly we can open, but in case of Linux, we'll see the different filter commands for the log. Okay, this is our error log, like alert log. It is clear. Then here see like we have data directory is there. The data directory, all the configuration files are there, plus database files are there here. The data directory. That's why tomorrow, let's say you can take copy of this data directory, okay, as a total file level backup, instance total file level backup. Means what you can install like same version. For example, uh, after installation, you can overwrite, you can paste the data directory here. So we'll get all the previous instance settings, means this data directory settings. One important point we have seen in here, like if you run the setup here in Windows, we are getting everything at a time, right? We are getting pgadmin, like binaries folders are there here, data directory, everything is there. But in case of Linux environment, we need to configure one by one. Means first we'll install the software where we won't get this data directory, we'll get only binaries. After installing the binaries, after installing the software, then we have to initialize the cluster by mentioning the data directory and log directory path. We have to initialize the cluster. Once we initialize the cluster, then the databases are created. Means what? Whenever you want to create one a new instance or like new database, we have to initialize one time. We can use the same set of binaries that we'll see. Okay, right, right. Okay, let's see. Yes, the installation summary is there, which we have seen, like same, this one is there here. Means like our, like we have response file or something, right? Pankaj in Oracle. Here in SQL also we have
Yes, sir.
summary file is there where the summary is recorded. So same thing we can check here. These same details are there here. Installation completed at some date time. Okay, actually, like it is showing some 6:53. Maybe we have closed the wizard
Yeah,
at that time. So yeah, that is like. We can set the environment, but here no need in Linux. We can set by using this. Okay, so we'll see this anyhow, but this is the main folder here in Windows, and data directory is the important one where the actual data is present. So in data directory, we have log files are there, means configuration files are there. Log folder consists of our error log. Okay, right. Here pgadmin is also installed here automatically. So we can use this pgadmin tool, okay, to connect and work with the Postgres cluster. Right. Let me connect now, like yeah, pgadmin. Okay. This is a like a graphical tool is there, pgadmin. Till now we have to understand we have like two tools we can understand till now. One is PSQL, which is a command line utility, okay, like PLSQL or our SQL SQL CMD, through which we can connect and work. And graphical tool is a pgadmin. Okay, right. Check here. We got this tool here. pgadmin is open successfully. Now, first we need to connect, right? Establish connection that is common. It may be any tool. So we need to establish connection. Like it may be the uh, instance may be running in the same local machine, or it may be running in a remote machine. We can establish the connection. After that, we can start working with. That is common. So let me establish the connection. Here, see servers are there. If you right click on server, uh, actually we can create the server group also, but we'll see that later. Now, not required. So if I expand here, right now, I think I already have created here. Just let me remove this server. Normally after installation, yeah, after installation, say like this pgadmin, you will get this option like servers, for example. So just we can right click here, we can create a new connection. Okay, so register server. Yeah, it is asking with what name you want to register. We can create a group also, we'll see later. Let's say I want to register with the name uh, yeah, uh, PG test 1. Okay, PGSRV1 something. Okay, right. Okay, so you want to test the connection or you want to connect now. I want to connect, I'm saying. So here we are defining the connection parameters. Okay, host name, we can mention here what IP address or the complete host name, including domain name. So here see we have installed in the same local machine, right? We have seen if I go to services.msc, right? If you check here, we have Postgres here, x6417, and it is running. One service is there, okay, for Postgres, which is running in the background. Okay, so now we can mention here, see local host, right? The same machine. Default port we know already 5432. That's why tomorrow, if you have any, normally we have seen here one file was there, installation summary file. Here we can see the
Sir,
same.
so,
Yeah,
so sorry to interrupt you.
yeah.
Sir, your voice is not coming properly, sir. It's a little bit
Uh,
disturbing. But
breaking.
that local host one, can you explain again?
Yeah.
That
Once
local.
why it is disturbing. 1 second. Mm, okay. Any background noise is there or what is the problem?
No, sir. Little bit there was network disturbance. Now it is
Okay,
coming
okay,
properly, sir.
maybe.
That local
Okay,
host one, sir.
right. Yeah. So basically here, see, just we are making the connection. You can put here any name, which is to identify the server, any name. But in the connection, we have to mention the host name or IP address of the server. But we have installed in the same machine, right? Same VM. That's why I'm going with localhost. Okay, right. Default port is at 5432. By default, it is taking Postgres database name. Why? Because here, like our master database, here by default, one database is created with the name Postgres, okay, which holds the complete metadata. Right, Pankaj, we have table spaces are there, system
Yes, sir.
sysocs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, same.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all those are there here in the that metadata is there here in Postgres. Username we know already. Default username is Postgres. Means this is the database name to which we are connecting. This is the username. Fine. While installation, we have mentioned the user, right? This sorry, user password. Just enter the user password. Okay, font we can make it same. Role is not required. We'll see. These are see just to mention here like connection string name, any name, uh, yeah, server name, port number. This is the database name to which we are connecting. Actually, after connecting to Postgres, so as a admin, we can navigate to any database. We can switch to any database. Okay, right. Okay, save. Additional parameters are there. We can mention here normally while connect. This is for connecting to the Linux machine. Okay, we'll see that one. Just save it. Okay, saved successfully. This is here PGSRV1.
Sir,
In that,
this
yeah,
PGRES one is a database name, or that will be because we have your Postgres, na database name.
yeah. Postgres is the default database. This is the server name. Okay, like cluster
Okay.
name. Okay,
Okay.
so in that we have the databases. This is our Postgres is the database. We can have multiple databases. You can compare these as like schemas in Oracle. Okay, right. Check here.
Okay,
It
sir.
is showing. Yeah, it is showing that one database is there. We can expand that. This is the database. Postgres is the default database here, where the complete metadata is maintained. And database objects we can see here. Different types of objects along with some uh, parameters. Why? Because this maintains metadata. It has objects plus some additional configuration options.
Okay.
Fine.
And that
If I
schema which
Yeah,
we have created, that schema
hmm,
which we have created in, it will be in schemas, na sir?
correct. Yes, here,
Okay,
yeah,
sir.
correct. So by default, there is a public schema. We can have our own schema. In that we have tables. Okay, just we have to understand a collection of why because cluster it is. That's why collection of databases just and remaining hierarchy same similar to Oracle like schemas are there. Under that objects are there, tables. Okay, so yeah, so let me go back here. Yeah, now normally here if want to work with the commands, so normally we can perform the activities graphically, like similar to like our MS SQL or in PL SQL is also there. If you want to create a table directly graphically, we can do the activities. Means we are creating in PostgreSQL. Okay, so public schema. We can create our own schema also here. Okay, in that we can place the objects. Right. Now, say like now, if want to query means if want to write any commands to work with the commands, we can use here like a query tool we can use means in this post in the PG admin we can open the query so we can start working with the commands. For example, if you see here query tool workspace, we can connect separately only with the query, but here already we have connected to our server, existing server. So here I want to create a query, connect, yeah, connected successfully. We can see here. Actually, this is the database name, sorry, username slash database name at the rate server name, okay, to which the connection is made now. So if want to work here, we can work with the commands. Select star from all the metadata objects are there, which starts with PG underscore. If want to see all the database tables of this Postgres database, PG tables like that. See, like execute F5 similar to our SQL Server. Now we are getting the output. In the catalog, we have so many system defined or predefined tables are there. Okay, so we can user views. All the tables are there which starts with PG underscore. Mhm. System tables. Right. Okay. So like this is like how we can work with and same thing we can do like we can copy the output with headers if want we can take into Excel. All the other options are available with us like
Sir,
download.
Mahesh
Yeah.
want to ask, sir, Mahesh want
Yeah.
something.
Mic issue. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Mahesh. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So that is like just how we can work with commands actually. So how to check the something is saying in, index or something. You can
Sir, he said how to check the syntax error. Actually, he want to see how to.
syntax. Okay.
Your voice is glitching.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, in SQL
Mm.
Server, we pass the query, right, to whether the
Correct.
syntax is correct or not. So, do you have any
Parsing.
option we
Okay,
have
okay.
to parsing?
Yeah. Parsing. Yeah, we can parse here actually. Like we have options are there here. Like execute script is there. We can check here. Like other option here options are there. Parsing options are there. We can do with shortcut also. Okay, we'll see this one here. Options are there. Yes, Manish. Why? Because parsing is compulsory, right? Before execution.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Right. Right. Okay, this command line means like this is our pgadmin tool where we can work with graphically as well as with commands. Same thing, like if I go to, but command line utility is there. Let's say there is no pgadmin. You want to work with commands. So we have this PSQL, okay? PSQL, PostgreSQL. Directly from command prompt, we can open this PSQL from the bin folder. Okay, directly we can open PSQL. So in the bin folder, remember, all the utilities are available for us. Okay, backup, restore, maintenance related, all the utilities are available. Means pgctl will use to stop the cluster. This is for configuration. This is for base, means complete backup. Like that's it, like all the utilities are available here in the bin folder. Okay, right. So now, for example, say like I want to work with the command. So how we can work with the command means like PSQL, we can navigate to bin folder. We can start PSQL by passing the parameters like server name. Same thing what we have passed here in the connection string, right? While creating the connection string, same parameters we can pass with PSQL tool. But here already we have connected, right? If you want to go with PSQL, just click here. So yeah, to which server? Okay, connect. Yeah, connected here. We can see here the syntax what it is following. PSQL host equal to, okay, local host means port number, database name, DB name, username, SSL mode, uh, secure socket layer mode, connection time mode, something means like password it is not showing, but because already we have connected here. So normally we can enter here user equal to password equal to. Otherwise, once you press enter, we'll get the prompt. We can enter the password. Normally, here by default, it is connected to Postgres, the default database. Means why? Because Postgres is a super user, right? Sorry, this one. So that's why, and here we have mentioned, even we are not mentioning the default database for Postgres is Postgres. Okay, so now here we can work with all the commands. So I will provide you the list of PSQL commands. Normally in Linux we have to work with these commands. If you want to list out all the databases, we are saying /l. Means we have respective metadata tables which starts with what pg underscore, right? So as well as we have shortcuts are there. Let's say this is listing what all the databases. Means Postgres is it. Post template 0, template 1. These are like our model databases. Means when we create a new database, so those are created by default from template 0. We'll see this one other thing, but Postgres is our database where the metadata is maintained. Right. Now, like it is very simple. If you want to create a database, we can create like create database. We can use our create schema. Anyone we can use like sales database is ready /l. Yeah, if you see here, the database is ready. Owner is what? Postgres. Why? Because I have created the database. Uh, language setting is there, character settings are there, other details are there. Means this is some short detailed summary it is showing, but we have like different commands to see the other complete information about the database. Now, if want to navigate into the database, we can use connect to database name. Okay, now here it is showing very clearly you are connected to database sales with the user Postgres. Okay, right now we are in sales database. If want to see the tables, we can say /dt. Did not find any relation, nothing but tables. We can, that is common. Uh, Decimal double two are there. So the common insert into EMP values. We have like some sample databases are there. That sample databases we can use here for practice purpose. Sample databases. Okay, so almost all syntax is same. Why? Because by default committed, no need to commit. So syntax is similar to like our ANSI syntax, right? Most of the RDBMS products are following ANSI syntax. uh, Back to Postgres. Like this, like we can see the information we can check. Means like how to navigate from one database to another database. Okay, so uh, 1 second. Right. So, okay. So we'll see this list of commands anyhow. I will share with you. And normally, remember now in the Linux environment, we have to work with these commands. It means if you are not using pgadmin, anyhow, mostly we won't use pgadmin regularly. Directly, we have to work with the commands. Yes,
Sir,
yes, Mahesh. Yeah.
this template 0 and template 1 not created, no, sir.
These are, sorry.
He is asking that template 1 and template 0 we have not created, na, sir.
Not correct, correct,
But
correct.
that
Why?
will be
Because these are
by default
default
or
only.
what?
By default, yes, yes. Why? Because like model database, like in SQL Server, means whenever we create a new database, it inherits the normally from template 0.
And what about
Okay.
template one, sir? Template
Uh,
one also.
yeah, template 1 is for the customization purpose. We'll see
Okay.
that later. First, it will inherit by default from template 0.
Okay.
Okay, if I do
And
customization, it will go to template 1 after restarting. Those are affected into template 0, but
mhm.
we'll see some other use cases. Yeah,
Okay.
something you're saying.
No, sir. And this Postgres we can make it as a master DB in SQL, like whatever the metadata
Correct,
is maintained, so we can
correct,
say is a master.
correct,
Okay.
correct, correct, correct. Where we are working. But
Uh,
for normal user, they will go to respective database directly by
mm,
mentioning in the connection string.
connections.
So
Okay.
Yeah,
means, sir, template 0 and template 1 will be the by default whenever we install the databases, Postgres database. This will be two databases already created by default.
correct. Along with this Postgres 3 total. Yeah,
Along with three.
yeah,
In
yeah.
template 0, you told that only means changes which we are bringing by default, it will be there na, in template 0.
Uh, no, they are affected to template 1, but whenever we reboot, it will import into template 0. But we have to understand here, whenever a new database is created, it will inherit
Okay.
from template 0.
Okay,
0.
okay, okay, okay. It will take the
Like
metadata like that from the template 0.
template zero,
Whenever
correct.
with
Means
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, correct.
yes, yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Like CDB,
Right.
PDB only, container and
Uh,
pluggable databases by default.
correct, correct. Same, correct. Right, yeah. Yes, Praveen, any other questions are there?
No, sir. So just want to
Okay.
know, sir, this
Yeah,
we create the sales DB, right, sir? So for the
correct.
sales DB, we have one log file and MDF file, right, data file, right? So where we can it was resides in the physically, like if you want to check,
Hmm,
like how can we
hmm.
check for the sales DB?
Correct. First point, remember, everything is there in the data folder. Okay. If you
Okay.
we'll see here, first point. Second point, we have to understand we don't have every database don't have its own log files, right? Like
Okay.
in common wall file only for all databases.
Mm,
Okay, so but
Which
they
you show
have
in
their
the
own
data.
data. Correct. If we go to here, data. If you see here, like we have base. So here actually the databases are created with their IDs,
DBID.
DPID, correct. And for tables, we have the respective files actually, files. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see if means once you check the DPID of this, then we can understand that this is the folder. For example, that we'll see that anyhow. Means like
Okay.
now we have 1 plus 2, right? 3 plus 1,
Mm.
4, 4, four
Yeah.
files, 4 folders.
Okay.
Okay, right. Yeah. So this global consists of some other parameter settings, everything that we'll see. That the architecture we'll see one by one. Okay. Right. But we have to understand that everything is there in the data folder. So if you see here, PG wall is there. So wall files are there here. This is here outside of this base folder, right? That's why like wall file is not specific to particular database. It is specific to entire cluster. Okay, clear, right, Praveen? Not like
Yes,
our
sir.
SQL server. Yeah,
Not like SQL. So
yeah.
how many DBs are inside the instance? Those all DBs are using the same log file.
Same wall file. Correct,
I
correct.
say,
Yes.
yeah, okay. I need to terminology. Yeah, same
Yeah,
one.
wall file, right ahead logging, yes.
Okay, okay.
So we'll see that switching log files, all those options are there,
Ah,
like Argil, yeah.
okay.
Okay,
Means
okay, right.
Like
Hmm.
Oracle, for every database it has own archives. Same here, it will be not that. For all the database will have the same wall file in same archive only.
Correct. All the database means here we have to understand all is schemas like that. Means
Schemas,
our
yes sir,
cluster,
yes
yeah,
sir.
cluster is like single one only. It is a
Single one.
Postgres
Oh sir,
cluster, right?
oh sir,
Same, you can
yes
compare
sir,
as a database. There we have like archive logs are there, like right? Online logs and
yes sir,
redo logs, redo online logs
yes
and
sir,
archive logs. Here we have wall file just for all databases. One wall file we can configure also similar to Arcil. We have three, right? We'll maintain normally in our redo log files.
yes sir.
So here we can have by default one wall file by default for all schemas. We can see for all databases. Okay, right. Right. This is like how we are connecting and working with PSQL. We can quit here. Yeah, it is coming back to the default location. Okay, so right. Just here like what we have seen, just how to install graphically, just how to connect to Postgres using pgadmin. Then how we are working with PSQL, okay, directly from pgadmin. But this is the syntax we have to understand. Now we'll work with what PSQL now from now onwards in the Linux environment. Right. Okay. So let's we move ahead. Uh, Fine. Here, see, like I think already have created one uh, Linux machine, but before that, we'll see architecture. We'll discuss actually. Then we'll start with the installation part. I think is this Oracle VirtualBox? Okay. Yeah, and even we can use for practice purpose, like we can use Oracle VirtualBox or VMware, right? Player or VMware. Yeah. So here, what we can do, uh, we can install here. Like first, we have to install like any Linux OS, right? So after that, CentOS or anyone we can use. Normally, we are deploying in Red Hat in most of the organizations. Like CentOS, CentOS, we have same commands, almost all similar to RHEL. Okay, so here's like to install like in case of Linux platform. Basically, like we need to the machine for practice purpose. First one here we need to install Oracle VirtualBox or VMware. Okay. Second one you have to download like Red Hat Enterprise Linux version 9. For example, today we are using mostly 9. Then third one we have to, or if it is not RHEL, you can download the CentOS 9. 8 are there, 8 is there as well as 9 is there. CentOS you can just here list of softwares which we need to start practicing from moving forward. Uh, One is like for you can install like Oracle VirtualBox or anyone VMware workstation or something or Oracle VirtualBox. Then second one, download the CentOS 9, for example, anyone RHEL or CentOS. Then third one, normally say like we can use this putty software to access this Linux platform, or we can install MOBA extern. Like various softwares are available, but you can use this MOBA extern, which is a freely downloadable software, and from
From
MOBA extern,
MOBA
yeah,
extern, we can download the display also. Na? Means, exporting display, we can enterprise edition, like also we can install the Postgres from mobile external, sir. Like Oracle, which we are using DBCA command, database utility
correct,
like
correct.
that.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yes, yes, yeah. So in the same way, like from mobile itself, we can copy paste the files, everything we can do in the Linux platform. Otherwise, we can use one more software, WinSCP, to copy paste the files to transfer the files from. I think I will not install here, no problem. Mobile extern we can use. Okay, so then the last one is what we need to download the binaries. We can say here RPMs. Okay, so Postgres RPMs. Okay, so to start what uh, practice. So these are the things are required. Maybe this is there already in your machine laptops. Just download CentOS before starting tomorrow's session. I have everything. Putty we can use, or MOBA is better, which is also free for us. This we can do later also. This one we can install, we can download okay, from postgresql.org. Right, I think already I have downloaded. Let me check here. Or let's we go to Postgres. These are clear, right, Mahesh? I mean, actually, Pankaj will work regularly with these tools. So,
Yeah,
what
clear.
is yeah? What is the purpose of which tool? Just
And this CentOS 9, so we can download from the web directly, right, sir? The internet, it is available for
yeah,
free
yeah,
or
yeah.
paying?
Free, correct. Directly we can download. Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, all these we can download. Yeah, okay, free versions. Yeah. Right. So for downloading, mm, yeah, like RPMs, we can go to like same thing, PostgreSQL. From here, what Linux, use this RHEL, which can be used for Arc Linux plus CentOS, all the platforms. RHEL, okay. Yeah. So by default, it will show us what command you can run to install Postgres by selecting here which version, which platform. For example, RHEL 9. Okay. Like same thing for CentOS also. Can use CentOS. Same. Plus 64-bit only, x86. Directly we can run these commands here. Uh, yeah, this will download. If any existing module is there, it will disable the module. Normally what happen along with this RHEL or CentOS, if you while installation, if you go to advanced settings, we'll have PostgreSQL also, which comes automatically if you select that option. If it is there, he is removing. Then uh, is trying to perform what setup by using initdb, initializing the database. Uh, these are the things like included in the distribution. Same thing, Postgres server is there. Uh, we can go with this separately. Individual components we can install, or this script will install everything. What we'll do, we'll install individual components. Means for PostgreSQL client is there, sir. Like if want to connect from some another machine, okay, I will create two virtual machines. One is to install the server. Means all the four utilities components we can install in the server, but this one we can install in the client machine from where it should establish the connectivity. That's why in the application server, you have to ask the application team, okay, to download and install this client. Okay, right. So anyhow, like we are not using this in real time. We don't have any internet access, right, in the server. We have to go to here, download. Okay, so we'll go with 17, or we can go with 16 also. Anyhow, well, in patching, we can see directly from 17.0 to 17.4. While upgradation, we'll install some lower version, then we'll do the upgradation. So here, like we can go with RHEL again, 9x8664. Click here. Yeah. So we need that four components, right? Just now we have seen server, contrib, lib, and client. Client, server, contrib, and this is these are libraries and headers for C language development. This is optional. Okay, so we need these three to four components, means 3 to 4 RPMs we have to download. We can install one by one by using yum install command, or by using RPM utility, or we can install all at a time. In a single command, we can install all the modules. Okay, right. So yeah, what we'll do, yeah, we'll conclude the session here. I will make, I think in my machine already CentOS is there. MOBA is there. Postgres, the files required files already have downloaded. Once again, we'll download. If I go to here, Postgres, I will share you the PPTs and notes later. Here, different version files are there. Other components are there which we'll use while practicing. We'll have like a replication manager we have discussed, right, for automatic failover. PG bouncer is there for connection pooling. PG pool is there. Barman, okay, like various other tools are there, and you will see that one by one. If you see here, these are the four files we need to install Postgres in case of Linux environment. This is here uh, PG. If you see, this is the first one, which is our server 16.2 for Red Hat Linux 9, right? While downloading, we can select this. Then these are the libraries are there which are required. Contrib is there which is required. We'll see one by one why what is there exactly, and this is for the client. So yeah, we can copy these files very small, right? Uh, uh, Size is there. We can run the setup in the uh, yeah, Linux platform. Already step by steps are there, like how what we are following in real time. Uh, Installation steps are there. We'll go with the similar same steps. Okay, we can do one by one. We can run the setup, or we can run directly install. Why? Because all starts with this one, right? So we can do at a time. We can run the setup very small. It takes 1-2 minutes time only, very fastly. Then we'll export the path. This is the default path in the Linux environment. Here we have seen program files, right? This is the default path.
It is having
So
base as well as home, na? In that default path will be, sir. Export
yeah,
path will be.
correct. We have to set actually for data.
Okay, sir. Like
This
Oracle
this
only.
is
Yes, yes.
this is we can say like a base actually bin.
Base only. Base directory. Yes.
Yeah, correct. So then after installation, like we have to initialize the cluster. Initializing means like DBCA, like where the actual our schemas, everything is created. This is only, we are installing the binaries only. We are not initializing the cluster. So before initializing the cluster, we need one data directory plus one log directory. Normally we can create, okay, and we can grant permission to the, I'm making owner for this user on this. This is the data directory. This is for wall files, for example. So then we can, after that we can, yeah, go with the step by step. We'll go like this is to initialize the cluster by while
Sir,
initializing.
owner,
Yeah, hmm, yeah,
sir, sorry to interrupt you. So owner
yeah,
will be only Postgres colon Postgres, like that Oracle we are giving Oracle OI installed colon DBA. Like that here
correct.
only Postgres colon Postgres we
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
give.
same. Yeah, same,
Okay.
correct. Yeah. So before that, we can see that user, right? ID Postgres. We can see the group. By default is Postgres. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, then sir, this initialization will actually create the cluster in this location, which is our data directory, for example, any location. Along with that, we can mention the log directory also, which is optional. After that, it takes some time. It is saying that a database means server installation is completed successfully. So then it is saying that you can now start the database server using this is pgctl is the command line utility through which we can start, stop, restart the cluster. Okay, so here in services.msc we are doing right. So here we are going with this PG utility. Right. Okay. So yeah. So then we'll go with that step by step. Once it is ready, then we can connect, right? We have seen by using pSQL, database name, port number. So if you are not mentioning anything, it will take default database Postgres, default user Postgres, and default port number 5432. Directly by using PSQL, we can enter after installation by default. But we'll change all the configurations in the PostgreSQL.conf file so that directly you can't connect. You need to mention the username, database name, password, and from where you can connect from within the local host or from different location also. All those parameters will update here. For example, listener address I'm saying star means connection can be made from any machine. So if you put here IP, it will restrict the connection only from this machine. Means just indirectly we have to understand all the configuration settings will update here in PostgreSQL.conf. Okay, right. Like P file, yes, P file is there in Oracle. Here we have PostgreSQL single file is there here, conf file. We'll do that step by step.
It
Okay,
will be
yeah.
it will be editable like that init p file or sp file only, that we can't do any editable things like that. P file we change the parameters and all because it was
Yes.
editable,
Yeah, editable.
and
Correct. Yeah.
sp file
Yes.
is not editable.
Not editable. Correct. This is editable file. Correct. Yes. Where you can edit all the parameters with VA editor, any editor.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So after that, by using systemctl, which is common, we can see by using what services are running or not. We can grep for the Postgres. So like that is common now, like how we'll work regularly. We'll see that step by step. These are like simple commands are there, Praveen and Mahesh, no need to worry. We'll go step by step, okay? So Linux commands, simple commands. So same, if you learn like 10, maximum, I think 15, 20 commands maximum, we'll use the same commands, Linux commands.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right, yes. Fine. Fine. Then we'll conclude here. We'll start with just we'll see first installation. We'll see in Linux environment. After that, we'll come back to the theory part. We'll go with the architecture and one by one directory locations, configurations, like step by step. We'll go with. Okay. Right. Right then.